Don't come in, kids. Daddy's podcasting.
Where's Buzz and Woody, you queer?
Whoa.
I don't remember it being this hard.
That's what she said. No time. But she did. No time.
The force is with me. I'm with the force is with me.
Welcome to the Two Curl Folk podcast. I'm the new guy.
What?
You serious?
No, I don't need any help. But I drank too much.
Everything is going fine. They are treating me well.
Rob's frozen in time.
Like and subscribe.
Nobody cares.
Fuck you, Tom. How? My wife. Smash that fucking like button.
Hey, critics.
7 Caesar salads ago.
Richard Dreyfuss?
My beer's almost empty. I cannot have another one.
No.
Must be fucking nice.
How's the Too Critical podcast, Charlotte?
It's terrible.
I haven't had a Yingling in a long time.
Yeah, these are pretty good.
Since I murdered that panda family.
They had it coming, though.
They always have it coming.
They ate your bamboo flooring.
Sleep 23 hours a day, wake up 1 hour and eat my food. Fuck
that
you.
What they do?
23 fucking hours a day.
Why are they so hard to keep alive?
Because they can't fuck for 1 hour. They want to wake up and fucking eat.
That's true.
You
ever see the zookeepers?
And they dress up in the panda costumes.
Yeah, but it's not pandas. It's like
No.
home invasion gear.
Yes. They don't even try.
No. The pandas are like, look at these assholes again.
When they wrestle them, like when they try to climb shit, and they just like gang tackle the pandas. People don't understand. Pandas will rip you apart like a normal bear.
Oh, pandas are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a cousin, Amanda. Her nickname's been Panda her whole life. Nuts.
They're terrible role models.
All right, if you can cite one panda bear attack, I'll take my pants off. I think pandas are
Googling?
gentle. I don't think there's ever been a panda attack.
San Diego Zoo.
Bullshit. There's not even a zoo in San Diego.
Yeah, there is. It's an Anchorman.
No, that was on a set. That was a Hollywood background.
And by the way, San Diego Zoo is like one of the biggest zoos in the country.
It is. It's the
that's using the metric system, though.
the opening of Three's Company.
So are we no intro? We're just going.
Well, we'll do the intro now if you want.
What's your intro?
No, like usually, like, hey, thanks for coming on. We'll just Tom can do it.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Too Critical podcast, live from North Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Here we are. You can tell that we're in the soundstage, which is why it looks so shitty. This isn't a green screen background. We didn't actually put this in. This is all real shit that you see here. And as usual, I'm here with Rob and his friend, Dr. Sputnik. Dr. Sputnik, how are you today?
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Glad you cleaned up the place for me.
We tried our best.
Sad thing is, this is actually a lot better than when we first walked in.
This is a vast improvement.
Well, for starters, Luke's not here, so
yeah, we're already ahead of the game.
You don't know Luke. You don't want to.
You would detest him, though.
You can't bring him up and not explain.
So Tom went grocery shopping once.
That's enough. I don't want to hear about Luke.
End of the story.
We're just a few moments away from the excitement of the 2011 Best Bagger competition.
So, yeah.
Wait, you only went once?
Yeah, just the one time, but I got everything.
Fucking A.
Everything. I was all canned goods.
Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking A.
Crap.
F and A, Cotton. F. You and your poop mouth. Yeah, so...
Let's talk about the elephant in the room here.
Sure.
Why the fuck am I on a gurney?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's a great idea.
I'm not going to lie to you. We were setting up, and we said, what are we going to set him up on? And Tom goes, you want to put him on a gurney? And I go, of course I do.
I said a noose first, and then Rob said, well...
He has a nice noose already. Let's get him a gurney.
Right. More people need to be motivated. Just legalize it. Seriously, what are we wasting our time with?
Yes.
I mean, is it illegal?
Some states it's
I think most states, right? You got to go to one of those.
They write a ticket?
People are really big about not, taking your own life or taking your own life.
Youths of Asia, yeah.
I think Colorado is one of the places where you can kill yourself.
I mean, in Seattle, you can have shrooms now. I mean, you got to be able to...
Yeah, but no, they say they let you do whatever you want. They'll let you put whatever you want in your own body, but you can't kill yourself. So.
Yeah. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
Who's going to clean it?
Organize it. It's a very selfish act.
We need to have like a transfer station, like for garbage, household garbage, but for people. So when you're ready
it's called a river. Just get in it. Put
You
rocks
can't
in
have
your
bodies floating down the river.
Put rocks in your pocket.
Nobody owns the water. That's God's water.
Wait for a high rain. Not even. Just puddle yourself.
That's true. What if we sanction like certain types, like not leaf blowing, stick grinding, stump grinding?
Yeah.
You can jump into one of those.
The wood chipper.
It's low mass.
We're going. You can Fargo yourself.
As long as you are not just somewhere on the
As
ground.
long as you're going to clean up after yourself by making sure that you.
I cannot tell you how many. Probably every time we drive by a cemetery, my wife will look at it and go, ugh, what a waste of space.
Oh my God, it's a waste of real estate.
I'll tell you, golf courses and cemeteries are the biggest waste of prime real estate.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Florida. It's been a state for a couple of years now.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've got Key West. It's an island. The entire island's a cemetery. Biggest waste of real estate.
That makes sense. And it's what, 2 feet above sea level?
Yes.
Sorry. People in Key West. Key West is great.
Florida Keys
I was
for
there
me.
for 6 hours.
Where are you?
In a crazy-ass rainstorm. But I could have stayed there for days. I loved it down there. We went into a place called Peppers. It was a pepper store. No, it was a hot sauce bar.
Okay.
And the whole place is it's a giant store filled with hot sauce, and then they have a 4-sided bar, and they make their own chips, right? And you sit at the bar, and they ask you if you want to do like their flight. And
hot sauces?
They take you from 0 to 100, and you sample like a couple hundred sauce. It was one of the best.
What are they giving you? Is it a wing or is it like a
No.
breaded?
You said they made their own chips.
Yeah.
You even fucking listening?
But just chips?
Yeah. Well, because
I feel like you need like chicken to get the full experience of it, though.
Go buy chicken then. It's BYO chicken.
Okay. Well, it
You're
is.
getting to that.
Right. I'm getting to that. So thank you.
I told you.
So
I told you this was going to happen.
we were going to gangbang them. So they give you these like little white like sample cups, right? Mm-hmm. And they tell you what it is. They tell you where it's from. They put some in there. They give you the chips. You dip. Take as much as you want. And then, you go up the scale, right? And it doesn't really get tricky until about maybe you're in the 60s where it starts to get hot. And then they say, if you guys want wings, the bar next door, you can go order naked wings, right? And they will call the bar and tell them, 2 dozen or a dozen naked wings, whatever. So one of us will just pop out, grab the wings, come back, and then you can do whatever you want, put your sauce on the wings.
So it wasn't that crazy.
And then the bar next to them sells buckets of fucking beer. The metal big
So
bucket
wait.
of beer with ice, packed with ice.
You got to buy from all 3 places?
Yeah, man, but it was so great. But it's that type of place.
Here's a business opportunity for the owner of
Peppers, yeah.
What if he sold chicken and beer? Consolidate.
You would think.
Consolidate.
You would think, right? It's called a restaurant.
Real estate is at a premium there. We could close down 2 buildings right now.
They might be fucking closed. Who knows?
Hopefully.
But so when you get to like maybe like high 80s to 100.
Did you get all the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put a black chemical glove on, and they take a toothpick and they just dip the tip of their penises, and then they also dip the tip of the toothpick.
And then you have to close your eyes and guess which one.
You open your mouth like you're going to church, and they just put it right on like the center of your tongue. And I thought my wife was going to die at one point. It was.
Well, he was choking.
Almost. So
I
close.
said, "Don't eat the toothpick," but she insisted. It was a great place, but like the whole area is like that. Like you get when my wife came back with a bucket of fucking beers, like the commercial, like the Corona commercial.
Yeah.
The metal bucket with the fucking.
And Snoop Dogg was there.
Snoop Dogg was there.
Yep.
It was great. The guy
He
with
brought
the
his green hat.
It was great experience. Highly recommended.
So Ryan, being an architect, clearly.
Is that what you do?
No.
Oh.
No, never tried it. Yes.
He's very much like Pat Healy.
I don't know who that is, so I don't condone that statement.
He mostly works on churches in Nepal.
Right.
All he's got are these damn Nepalese coins.
It's all
I understand.
pro bono.
Yeah.
All free.
Yeah. But his real passion He podcasts with retards.
We got this one kid, Mongo. We put him on the headphones. There's no wire, but he swears he can listen to the whole thing.
That's like heavyweights. The kid who's doing the radio, they won't shower the whole summer.
No, that's not heavyweights. That's Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Similar genre.
Yeah.
Summer camp.
Yeah, I mean, you're wrong, but yeah, no, it's similar.
Look, Heavyweights is the greatest movie.
It is great.
Of the summer camp genre.
I prefer Wet Hot American Summer.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Have
Bradley
either one of
Cooper
you
just
seen
taking it up
Meatballs?
the...
That's
that?
what sets it over the edge?
Oh my god. Yeah, that was...
He didn't know that was coming.
He's great in that film.
Hold on, do you hear that?
No.
Every fucking time we record.
Have headphones on.
The first time, no joke, like we're here, we're setting up, everything's fine.
Where were you?
Right outside the wall. And a fucking plane comes over, like literally
Like crop dusting. like a single fixed wing biplane.
The sound he made was not a crop duster.
So...
That was no crop duster.
You do one then.
Look, I'm no expert, but that was pretty spot on.
That sounded like a sick P-51 Mustang.
That's crop duster.
So the plane goes off.
Zoom.
And we're like, all right, whatever. And then like 2 minutes later, a car alarm starts going off outside. We're like, we've been here for 3 hours, haven't heard a peep. We hit record, and it's just loud noise.
Been here for 3 hours, not a single peep.
Oh, we didn't.
How do you know it wasn't a plane alarm?
We don't. He was
Planes
that
have
low. He
alarms.
was low
Do
enough.
they even have locks? If anybody's a pilot, would you please call in?
Mike,
Yeah. No, they do have locks.
can
have
you
locks.
call Mike, ask him, and then insert that audio right there?
How the hell did pilots
Yeah, I
need
can.
keys? And who carries the key?
The gatekeeper.
Is it that a-hole that's like you're 20 minutes early for your flight? Sorry you missed it. She the one who has the key? It's always
No,
a she.
it's
It's
whores.
always a she.
They don't give those whores any responsibility.
Jeez.
Why are airport employees so fucking angry?
Because people ask the same retarded questions all fucking day long.
Let's
Can I bring power tools
Yeah.
in my carry-on?
Yep. You know people...
You might be able to, actually.
No, you can't.
What type of power tool?
You can't.
No.
How do you know?
I'm sending 3 of my
What, are you going to
employees
a
to
fucking-
Florida in 2 weeks.
With
and I looked
power
it up.
tools.
Yes.
With power... FedEx.
What?
What's the difference between a FedEx jet and like a Southwest jet, huh?
There's none.
The,
You just have
the
to take
emblem on the side.
So how come I can ship dead bodies on FedEx, but I have to be...
I got news for you. The dead bodies are on your commercial airliners, too.
Done. All right. I stand corrected. Dead bodies.
I'd like to check this bag.
Do they get a discount?
No. But
You have
they
to pay full price.
Yep.
Here's something I think we can all get behind. Why do I have to spend more money for an overweight bag, but an overweight human doesn't have to spend $1 extra for a ticket?
It's bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit. I had to throw away my laptop, my iPod, all my bathing suits, and my grandmother had to stay home.
Jesus.
But Johnny fucking Three Chins over there...
Yeah. Notice he
Oh my
referenced
God.
over here.
Well, he pointed to me a minute ago,
Well,
so he's trying to even it out.
Johnny Three Chins.
If you did,
Well,
if
that's
you
why
said,
they do it. So when a gentleman like this is up front and he has to do his math, you know, how much weight per distance.
I've never been weighed before getting on a plane.
Nobody is. They just weigh your fucking bags.
They must have scales on the floor. That's what those moving walkways are. They're scales.
this is kind of funny because one of the things we wanted to talk to you about was conspiracy theories.
Done.
Yeah.
That's no conspiracy. That's a fact.
What is?
That the moving walkways are scales.
What science do you have to back this
Oh,
up?
there's no science. It's just it's facts.
You think if they were worried about people weighing so much, they would get rid of the moving floors, right?
Make them walk.
Make them fucking walk.
Well, every flight.
Well, how
would
else
be
would they
late.
weigh you? That's the
We had to
scale.
wait for those fat bastards to get to the
turn up
That's
the
plane.
heat.
They know that fat people are going to get on the scale. They need that weight.
That's true.
No, just under,
If they don't get on the scale, they lure them in with cookies.
under all the chairs when you sit down to wait for the plane.
Ooh, man.
The whole floor is a giant fucking scale.
What if you don't get to choose the flight? You just get to pick the day and the location. And then based on how fat you are, the airlines just put you on a flight. So Spirit, the more attractive you are, you get to go on a better airline. Just saying.
I feel like Spirit doesn't have the right equipment
Oh my
to
God.
handle.
Have you ever flown Spirit?
No.
Oh my God. Have you?
Yeah, once.
Oh my God. Tell us about it.
They asked me
You're
if I
still
wanted,
here, so
they asked me if
you're
I could
clearly
land,
lying.
They asked me if I could land the plane.
Yeah, it's bad.
No, yeah, it really, like, I had heard.
Is there a doctor on board? And a pilot? And a first navigator?
Neither.
It really was like, I'd heard the stereotypes about like, oh, you know, spirit, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking around and I'm like, this plane's probably held together with duct tape right now. Like, there's a real chance. It was like the Cleveland Indians plane in Major League when she stopped chartering them the private jets.
The DC-3.
Yeah.
757 in Milwaukee.
Jesus Christ. Have you ever seen that movie?
This one rolling in.
Major League?
Yeah.
Who's in that?
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah. No.
What happened to you?
What do you mean?
Why didn't you see these things?
See, I'm not like a big movie guy.
Are you his age?
No. I'm not a big movie guy, so I don't make it a point to look at all the classics.
But how have you never seen Indiana
If
Jones?
I come across it,
how'd you come across
If I come
Caddyshack?
across it, I'll watch it.
How'd you come across Caddyshack?
You know, I like golf, so I made it a point.
So you've seen Tin Cup?
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah. What else?
I know you haven't seen it.
Golf movies. Well, Gilmore. of
Indiana
course.
Jones is just like Tin Cup, except there's archaeology in it.
I'm an amateur archaeologist.
Instead of running from a small little ball, he's running from a much larger ball.
Well, I mean, I've seen the movies. I've just never seen Indiana Jones. I have seen Indiana Jones, the movie, but I've never seen him
What?
in person.
You're talking the actual
Yeah.
Indiana
Harrison
Jones.
Ford?
No, wrong.
Indiana
it was Rip
Jones.
Torn who played him.
Yep.
That's actually a common misconception.
Do you know anything?
No, I
Apparently not.
No, I've never seen Indiana Jones. You name it, I haven't seen. Let's just fire some movies off.
Star Wars.
Seen it.
All of them.
Most of them.
Cannonball Run.
Never seen it.
Fuck you. Cannonball Run.
No, never seen it.
When you see movies like Cannonball Run, you'll realize that all the hacks that you guys grew up with watching their movies, you'll realize where they fucking got it from.
Right.
That's your film history.
I don't have a pen.
Dean. Etch it into your,
I wasn't
etch it
given
into
a
your
pen.
forearm.
I wasn't given a pen.
I mean, Ryan.
Susan? Pen?
Ryan.
Susan? You guys can't see it. Susan.
Ryan and I have had some pretty heated arguments about movies.
Let's hear one. I guess you're bringing up old demons.
So, I'll ask Tom. Have you ever seen the movie? Shit, what the hell's the name of it?
Oh, great.
So far, so good.
Yeah, this
Yep.
is going well.
Total blank.
Recall.
Total Recall.
Oh, yeah.
Seen it 3 times in the last 2 months, and that's on a lie.
What?
It is so good.
Wait,
the
the
reboot
original?
or the original?
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger? in
Arnold
it?
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you'll know the name of it.
How
You'll
long-
know the name of it
weeks.
because you love the movie and I don't. The one with Bryan Cranston and James Franco.
The how? Why him?
Oh, why
Why
him?
him?
Good
He-
movie.
I've never even seen it.
I think
know the
it's a good
fucking
movie.
title.
You said it was your favorite movie of all time.
That was a long time ago. That was one of the first movies I had seen.
You told me it was the
That
funniest
was
movie.
3 years ago when it came out.
Since then, I've seen a lot more.
And it wasn't a terrible movie.
it's
Like
a
it was
great film.
it was a
It's a
bad
great
movie,
movie.
but it was very funny. But like, he came to work and then starts talking about how it's the funniest thing he's ever seen, and I adamantly am arguing. He's like, "You don't get to decide what I think is funny," and I was like, "No, fuck you. It's not like you're just wrong.
That's a good movie.
It's okay."
That scene where they're on Alderaan and
Yep. So far, so good.
the Wookiees
Yep.
are a bunch of hairy fucks.
Yeah.
And then RoboCop
Oh
shows
my
up.
god! Can we talk about enough of YM? Can we talk about Total Recall being one of the greatest films of all time?
It is young Sharon Stone.
Oh my god! Wait, who's that? Oh,
The girl in it.
yeah, but which girl? Because is she the double agent or is
No,
she
no,
his
no.
true love?
That was so the girl with the dark hair. Fuck, what was her name?
Oh god, that's a good
Fuck.
movie.
Fuck, can they run?
That's a good
Never
movie
seen
because
one of
that
them.
is like at the very beginning of when cheap CGI was because it's not good CGI. It's
Well, that's like Ghostbusters with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
never seen Ghostbusters.
It's not CGI, but like the effects they used.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, oh, great film though.
back then when it came out, you're like, "Wow, that's so
Were
cool."
they, though?
And now if you watch it, you're like, "Oh wow, they."
Why did they put clay faces every time? So like Schwarzenegger's character Quaid gets stabbed, or O'Hagan, Cohagen, depending on
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Mint.
He gets stabbed and his face is a prosthetic at the time. I don't understand it.
The
Who
guy
produced that movie? Weinstein.
Well, directed it.
You son of a bitch.
Paul Verhoeven directed it.
Oh,
and he's a fucking
deep
kook.
pull. I like that.
He's a kook.
Is he? Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Sandra Bullock.
That's the one where they're on the bus.
Yeah.
Horrible fucking movie. I would have ditched that thing so quick.
Throw it in neutral.
He said that with such conviction. That was the one with the bus.
What was the second one? What was the automobile in the second one?
Wait, there was a Speed 2?
Sure. Cruise Control.
What?
It's what it was called. It was called Speed 2 Cruise Control.
I hate
They
were on a boat. Ryan, they were on a boat.
How fast did they have to go? Keep it at 10 miles an hour.
think it was
It's
70,
fucking
right?
knots. They don't know what miles an hour
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's true.
The worst part of
I
that
christened
movie
thee the Flying Wasp.
is when the cruise ship is crashing into the dock to slow down, and it's one shot of this like young kid, and he's at the helm of the ship, and they keep cutting to him over and over and over, and nothing's happening. It's just him violently shaking his body, and he has like long hair, so the long hair's like flipping into his. They don't move the set, nothing. It's just him. They just keep cutting back to him over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. What garbage.
So you're definitely, especially for your age group, in the minority. You don't watch any of the Marvel or superhero stuff.
No, I cannot stand them.
Whoa.
Can't stand them. All right, here's why. I guess my imagination is failing me at this. But, like, Spider-Man, I can see a fluke with a spider biting. That's 1 in a billion. I can see that. But then all of a sudden, Spider-Man's like, oh, hey, there's Batman flies by.
Totally different.
There's a billionaire who's got a suit that flies. The fact that they all combined was too much for me.
Billionaires wear suits all the time.
Right, but one billionaire. And then all of a sudden there's like, oh, I have a sheet. Like, all of them combining, I don't get it. I just can't do it. One superhero per movie I can do.
Okay.
But the whole Marvel universe, I mean, fuck off.
I mean, you are so in the minority on that.
That's way too many superheroes for one universe.
What are you talking about? It's based off of comics that had all
They shouldn't have
this.
put it on Earth if that was the case.
Why?
Because it's not realistic.
Half of it isn't on Earth.
It's all on Earth.
No, it's not.
You haven't seen the movies then. Okay?
Do you need me to go get you a beer?
No.
I'll go get you one.
No.
I'll get it.
No, please.
You sure?
Yes. Pause it. You know what? Give me a beer.
You guys keep talking.
That movie takes place in a suburb of
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Batman doesn't have superpowers.
That's why I like it, because it's
Okay.
believable. I guess with
Batman's my favorite. Always
for
has
movies, for me, I like to believe that it could happen. It makes it more exciting.
been. So do I.
Yeah. So that's why I like these Marvel movies when they all combined. It was
Yeah.
just too much. How many freak accidents can happen in one generation? It'd be one thing if it was like back in 1801, Spider-Man.
Right.
200 years later, I was bathing in some acid and now I'm the Hulk. But it all happened within like 3 weeks of each other?
Not to mention,
You're close though.
no one ever talks about the villains. All the villains get made the same exact way too.
Really?
So yeah, all the villains
It's
have
too much.
terrible.
It's too much. The Fantastic Four I do like though.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God in heaven!
Jesus Christ, God in heaven.
Who's the villain in that?
Doctor Doom?
Yeah, but
The villain is the screenwriter.
Victor
Is
Von
he?
Doom.
Oh my God, he's great. That makes sense. The sun explodes.
What am I doing? I could have easily
He's in
just
the
made
type-
up a plot here, and he wouldn't have known, and he would have just went right along.
Well,
He's seen them all. I think he's secretly seen them all.
I haven't
he's
seen
caught
any
them
of
all.
the Marvel
Pokemon.
ones. I'll tell you what I am watching recently is this Formula One Drive to Survive on Netflix. You ever seen that?
No.
The best sports documentary I've ever seen.
On car racing.
It's not the topic is irrelevant
How many sports documentaries
in why
have you
I
seen?
think
though?
it's so great.
But how many sports documentaries have you seen?
Oh, quite a few.
Name
I watch
another.
all the what are the soccer ones they do? Or they did one for like Michigan football too. All or Nothing. You ever seen those?
No.
They're great. Well, anyway, just the way it's filmed, you're totally by the end of episode 1, you're totally invested in it, and you can't stop. I
Once
did
you
3
pop.
seasons in 2 days.
You can't stop.
That's what they say. Is it true if you don't lose it, you will lose it?
If you don't use it, you might. I don't know if you lose it, if you'll lose
Do
it.
you
What
but
if you've never used it to begin with?
Are you even aware?
That's true. What if you never had it?
how the hell did you get the zipper all the way to the top?
I don't know.
So, He was texting. Am I allowed to share
No.
the
Nope.
text Lenny sent you?
Nope.
We can
Sure.
cut it out if you don't want to.
cut
He
it
was
out.
texting with Lenny Clark the other day.
Cut it out.
Wait, you know
Cut
Lenny
it
Clark?
out.
Look, that's you can't just skim over the fact that he's texting with Lenny.
I told you he's worked with him before.
Be gone, okay? Be gone. About Lenny Clark.
Yeah.
So he was texting with Lenny. He sent him a picture of his son, and he was kind of dressed like Lenny would dress. And
Like
he said, "My
crazy, like yellow fucking
How does
pants.
Lenny I feel like Lenny only wears a quarter zip Bruins shirt and sweatpants.
No. What's that?
son, rescue me."
No, that dumb fucking store with the whale.
She's got mail.
No, the whale logo. The one with
It's Vineyard Vines.
Vineyard Vines.
Yeah.
He dresses like the Vineyard Vines.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, because he spends most of his time in the vineyard.
Does he?
Yeah. There's a
Big
lot of
wine guy. Who knew?
boating and
So he
Clubs.
sent him a picture of his son. He said he wanted to dress like Lenny today, and he said something like, "Oh, what a handsome boy." And then he said, he said his next response was, "I'm not like one of those Catholic priests or something like that."
yeah.
Does he scream in his text response too?
It's all
Ah, Tommy!
it's
Yeah.
all caps.
I love that.
Well, he picked him up to do. They were working on. Was it a commercial? When you picked him up in the vineyard?
It was like a company wanted to thank all like the first responders.
Nice.
So he had to pick him up, and he said like he literally from 8 a.m. on was like he was Lenny. Like it wasn't like okay the cameras are off, let me relax. Like he was a full on.
No, yeah, the first thing he said to me was a joke because I had known him for a long time, not known him, but my uncle and his brother grew up with his brother Mike, who runs the comedy club on Route 1, and we would always go up there to see all their comedy shows, especially around Thanksgiving when they do Everybody Comes Home, right? So, and then we just crossed paths with him a bunch in different projects and stuff. But I met him like 7 years ago at a gym that I went to in Wellington Circle. And there's only like my wife, myself, Lenny Clark, and like two other people. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm going up and I'm going to pitch him this idea because years before that, I got to be careful what I say. My buddy and I came up with an idea for a TV show with Lenny.
King of Queens.
With Lenny as the lead, and then I went up to him and then I told him all this other stuff, and I pitched him the idea at the gym, and he was like that's a really good fucking idea, right? It's like okay, whatever. So we exchanged. I gave him my business card. I didn't get any of his info. That night, he fucking calls me, and I was out to dinner with my family and like my aunts and uncles and stuff, and I told him I'm like. Because a weird thing happened. I was listening to satellite radio, and Bruce Springsteen was telling a story about how when he was young, he went to Graceland. And he's like, I'm going to hop the fence and go ring the doorbell and see if Elvis is home, because I may never get the chance to do it again. And at the time, I think he had...
Was Elvis alive at the time?
He was,
Oh.
yeah. And I think Springsteen was on the cover of Rolling Stone. And... So he hopped the fence, went up to Graceland, didn't make it to the door. A security guy was there, and then Springsteen politely explained to the guy, hey, I'm on the cover of Rolling Stone. I wanted us to say hi to Elvis, and he's like, well, he's not here right now. Whatever, who knows if he was? But the whole point of that story was Springsteen was like, fuck it, I'm taking my shot, right? And that's what I did with Lenny, and then we've been in contact with him ever since. But I still have the voicemail from when because he was. You can hear it in his voice.
While he looks this up, I'll share Lenny's story. Yeah. So my uncle got to caddy at a celebrity golf tournament, and he got paired as Lenny Clark's caddy. Jesus. He gets to the first green, and Lenny's like, "Give me the putter," and he pulls it out, and it has
actually pretty spot on.
He has a cover on it. He takes the cover off. The head of the putter, like that would strike the ball, is a dick.
Phenomenal.
So, and my uncle still, to this day, I think, talks to him once in a while.
Huh. So this is from 2012.
It's almost 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's only because you got one shoe on.
Here we go. Ready?
Tom, it's Lenny Clark. Hey, it was great meeting you today at the gym. And what a great fucking idea. That's a great fucking, that's a great TV show. You got my number. Call me anytime. That's my cell. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
What was the idea for the show?
He can't tell you right now.
Tell you.
Was it in the works?
Yep.
Oh, excellent. What network?
Hey.
It's going to be on the Twin TV network.
Food Network. It's called Lenny Clark Eats
Lenny Clark doesn't eat.
Blindfolded.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyway, so they shut down that gym, like after COVID.
Because of what he did to the locker rooms. They're still cleaning up.
I mean, fistfuls of shit in the rug.
God.
Good Lord.
He wrote an entire screenplay in feces.
On the ceiling.
On the wall. But when the
It was
idea
his
strikes
Sistine
you,
Chapel.
it's like, here, nobody gives you a pen.
Sorry. I'm going to regret it.
I'm going to have to start writing with something.
He had to stop when he got his finger stuck in the glory hole when he was going across.
So I hadn't seen him in years, but we had texted and things like that or whatever. And then, so I see him in the video, and he comes up. He's not even up the staircase, and he shakes my hand. He goes, "Can you believe they closed our fucking gym?" I'm like,
the business just wasn't there.
no. Did you take your shoes off?
He said something about you only have one shoe on, so I threw one at him.
He's by the fire. He's getting all comfy.
Look at what type of sock is that? A no-show? A half ankle?
That's a Bombas.
No show.
A Bombas. You know, every time
They
that
do
you
good
buy
stuff
one
for charity.
sock,
They do.
they donate one to charity.
Yep, just the one though.
I'm starving, but at least
There's
my
a bunch of
feet
kids in
look
Africa
good.
with one left sock right now. I got all the rights.
They're always like, socks are the
They're
most.
amputees. They got it covered. It's a universal sock.
Socks are the most.
Is that yours or?
No,
Okay. That's fine.
Building's falling apart. So is the show. But they always say some asshole comes on and goes, if you buy 47 Bombas
Right.
for the price of 52,
We'll
we
give a
donate
nickel to one kid in Nicaragua.
One kid needs a sock. Who's this dickhead in Nicaragua who's pen paling with the CEO of Bombas going, I got no food.
That kid ain't wearing socks. You can't play soccer with socks on
You're not
in the
supposed to,
street
actually.
during a civil war.
Is there a civil war in Nicaragua?
Of course there is.
Jesus. Why do they call it a civil
wait a
war?
day.
Aren't those two conflicting
That's
words?
true. Maybe we should. Maybe
Isn't that a contradiction?
It
A
is.
civil war?
Yeah.
You and I are going to go to war. It's going to be very uncivil.
Rob, just so you know, I just realized there's a fucking hammer on a board
And it's
right above your head.
Send me to meet the big man upstairs.
Just-
Get it over with.
Just so you know. I can see the claw end right here.
Send me to meet Allah.
You're fine. No sudden movements.
All right, so you said you got a conspiracy theorist for us? Or a conspiracy theory?
I didn't say that.
Do you believe in Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, the theory of Atlantis?
No.
Have you seen Elvis and How Is He lately?
I love conspiracy theories. I don't buy many of them, but
You don't think
I've
a
never
big-
had
you don't
one
think
sold.
a Bigfoot exists?
I mean, no. I mean, we can tell like we know how many. There's solar systems billions of light years away, and we can we know that planet's kind of like Earth.
Do you believe that?
What? Do I believe that?
You see these images that they look at, right? And they go, "Oh, that planet might have an atmosphere similar to Earth."
I believe that.
We can tell there's water.
Yeah. I don't know if they say they can tell. Do they say that we can tell there's water, or do they say it could be Earth-like?
How the fuck could they know? Have
Because
you
it's
seen these
the
pictures
proximity
of-
to it's the closest star.
I understand that temperature-wise, but I'm saying like you have no idea, like what's on that planet. It's
true.
a speck.
That's true.
So you want my favorite one? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is like one of my like woke things, and I don't have many that I feel like this. The first like globe was wildly accurate considering we didn't have satellites or like. I understand that there's surveyors and things like that, but
How about the Nazca lines of the spacemen, the giant spaceman drawn into the sand that's still there?
yeah, I mean,
All that shit from the air.
I look at globes and I look at how like
Frequently.
Do you look at globes?
Frequently.
When was the last time you looked at a globe?
Yesterday. It's a bar on the
Touche.
inside, so
Touche.
it hatches open
but
at the equator.
Yep. Those are shockingly accurate.
but they had these globes.
Never spin them, FYI.
They had maps and globes that were very accurate in terms of the shape.
Well, how do we know they're accurate?
They still look the same way today.
Do they?
Oh my god.
You
Never
get-
mind. You guys talk. I'll just go fuck myself. It's fine.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, it's like having Woodhull on.
I like a map. I prefer a map to a globe.
Yes. I like to roll things.
Although it is fun to spin the globe as fast as you can. and then put your finger on it and see
You get
where
it
we're gonna
jammed
go.
in that little
Yes.
metal thing.
Yeah. I like a 3D globe.
The ridges.
Yeah.
I go right for the Himalayas.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of Himalayas, the Yeti.
Yeah, real.
Talk about Yetis. Do you
Real.
think it's real?
I'm currently watching a show called Finding Bigfoot. I think it might be.
That's a good one.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
On Discovery Plus.
Yeah. Well, Discovery.
It was Travel
yeah,
Channel.
Yeah,
Okay,
or
yeah.
one of the lesser channels.
Yes. So they had a guy on the show that had some sort of equipment from NASA. He brought NASA equipment into the fucking woods in Oregon. And it shoots these like sound waves, like these pulses, like out through the wilderness. And he could see like, I don't know, 2,000 yards, like straight ahead and then like in every direction.
Yeah.
And he found multiple shapes on the ground at night, and they can only be identified as primates.
Could they be human?
Well, they don't know. They don't know.
Oh. So that guy.
The only other time that material, that piece of equipment picks up primates is when they're actual fucking monkeys. Like the equipment knows. It was so fucked up. So fucked up. But they find footprints.
They do.
All over the place. In the show, they find them. 18-inch footprints. With like, in these technology is so amazing. These people have 3D scanning camera. And they drop in the little tracking dots in the footprint. And they 3D scan the foot right there. Then they rebuild and 3D print the fucking foot back in a lab.
So
and it even 3D prints the ridges in the skin. Oh my God. Which they say people can't reproduce if they're faking a Bigfoot track.
Yeah, but then someone produced it in a lab. Like they reproduced it after they scanned it.
Well,
so someone reproduced it.
That's true, but all of the Bigfoot prints that they have, they go into a catalog.
Oh.
It's not like, but they're like fingerprints. It's
Each
not like
one's
It's
different?
not like one person made a set of fake Bigfoot feet.
Imagine.
And then
What a
people
business.
did that, but people did do all that stuff. They've had plenty of hoaxes.
It just seems like we would have found one, right? And then there's always a convenient excuse. Like, why are there no bodies? Oh, they bury their dead. That's convenient.
So, the best part about the whole show is that they use infrared cameras at night. And there is a theory that this thing can cloak itself. Have you heard this?
That's very convenient. I haven't heard this theory.
At one point, they have calls, Bigfoot calls that they've recorded in the wild. And again, they take these audio recordings. They bring them to a lab that specializes in animal recording sounds, right?
Yeah.
And they have a catalog of every recorded animal sound that's in history, okay? If an animal makes a fucking noise, they have it in their library, right? So they take the sound, they drop it into the computer. There's no hits. It's like finding a brand new element on the periodic chart. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this guy is able to tell from the pitch and the bass that's in the sound the size of the creature. And they all come back over 8 feet tall and like 1,000 pounds, right? And then the guy tells them that the similar type sound that this animal is making is the similar sound that gorillas make in the wild to alert other gorillas that there's trouble. Or a battle, to rally the troops. It's fucked up.
And then they all just cloak themselves.
And then they turn to the predator.
And they cloak themselves.
They turn to the predator.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I've never seen one.
Well, naturally.
Have you seen one?
Fly ball. Caught.
Exactly.
Dynamite drop in, Monty. He's never seen the movie. He did.
Which movie's that?
Caddyshack 2.
No, I never seen it. What's it about?
It's similar. They turned the course into like an amusement park, pretty much. And Dan Aykroyd plays the Bill Murray role.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not as good.
It's not
It
good.
doesn't sound it.
No.
The first one's a classic.
I agree.
Chevy Chase at his finest.
Fletch, probably. I mean, I like him as Clark Griswold.
He was in the sequel.
Yeah, he was. Ty Webb?
Yeah, he was in Caddyshack too.
Yeah.
It was dog shit.
They always are.
I think
Jackie.
Onassis. I think that
What the fuck is his name?
Chan.
Oh.
Treehorn. Log jamming? Which one's log jamming, man?
He was terrible.
Yeah, I would say
They got a guy to replace the Rodney Dangerfield character.
Dangerfield is dead, right?
Yeah.
How long has he been dead for?
Rodney?
Yeah.
Who ain't that deep?
Tell Tom the hell of a buy story.
What story? You should tell. You're good at it.
And do that voice that you
What?
You should
Rob told me this story.
tell us that joke you know.
What joke?
It's from a movie.
Oh. Rob told me this story, and he just tells it so well about an auction. At the, where was that?
He's at a comedy show with Lenny Clark. Go ahead.
No. He told this story at my house this weekend. You were at Howard Johnson's going out of business auction with your parents.
Oh,
Why?
hell of a buy. Oh, God, I must have been 6 or something.
The guy auctioning everything off, though,
Oh.
after he would sell it, kept saying, hell of a buy.
It's one of my earliest memories because an auction at a Howard Johnson is traumatic. Just being in a Howard Johnson's is traumatic.
Right.
Somebody bought, like paella pans. They're probably like 2.5 feet in
Right.
diameter. And this sorry asshole brings this thing out and hoists it up with a come along so people could see it. And it's got burns. It's all stained into shit. And the auctioneer's going wild. Somebody buys it, and I didn't know what was going on. And after every sale, he'd go, hell of a buy. But he would say it off camera. He wasn't like promoting the auction.
Yeah,
He'd be
yeah.
like,
That was his nervous tick.
hell of a buy. Like
Yeah.
he's pissed and
Yeah.
he's ripping cigarettes like you wouldn't, because he's getting stressed out.
It was a cigarette puff, an orgasm in his wife's face, and then hell of a buy.
Fuck, hell of a buy. And
Hell
he
of
was
a
on,
buy.
yeah, he's like, I'll work this event. Like, there's not going to be anything I want to buy. And he wanted to buy every fucking item that came across his desk that day. Fitted sheets, ashtrays.
From
oh my God,
the,
they sold
Pancake
everything.
House?
And the best thing was, like, you get to walk through every room and everything was numbered. There was like when there's a homicide.
Like an organized crime scene. I was
And
just
they
gonna
do
say
the chalk
that.
line.
Yes.
There was a chalk line with a number next to it, and we thought it was a crime scene. But no, they were
Lot
auctioning.
26.
Yeah, you could buy the bloody carpet. Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
But this poor guy,
Hell of
you
a
could
buy.
tell
It's a hell of a buy.
it quickly turned into, oh, he's not excited about you buying something. He's mad that he didn't get to buy it.
Right. And probably a little crazy.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Howard Johnson.
Hell of a buy.
Oh, how the mighty Howard Johnson used to be
The Patriots play next week? Nope. Hell of a buy.
hell of a buy. Howard Johnson. You ever stayed at Howard Johnson's?
I stayed at a Hojo back in the day.
Tell us about it. How was your experience?
I think it was okay. Nothing notable.
Did you eat at the Howard Johnson's?
Motor Lodge? Howard Johnson's Motor Lodge.
The Motor Lodge, yeah.
I don't think I did.
No,
I don't
That
think
was
I ever
above my
stayed
family's.
at
there's no windows in
Ooh,
here.
Vodka Collins?
There's cases of them in the other room.
Oh my God.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy. Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
So, Ryan, big Trump guy, go.
You are?
No, you.
Oh. Hey. I mean, he's retired and he's probably golfing a lot. Let me get a bag of chips.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You don't want it to,
I want that to explode in your face when you open it.
Oh, that was a good sound.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition
All right.
was
Can we go back to
in.
conspiracies? I promise I won't make...
I mean, am I crazy? Like, we can go back to it. I don't know why I'm even going to bother.
Sorry, I was negging for comedic relief. I realized.
Legitimately, though, I'm not not being funny because I'm not funny.
Did you notice when you try to arrange the fucking quarter? Over,
Yes.
You look like you have palsy.
Yes.
I'm like,
Matt Damon. Hell of a buy.
hell of a buy.
No, but seriously, I look at maps or globes from well before we had any sort of technology. They're accurate. You really just think that was people surveying it, one foot in front of the other, turns left, That's one of the biggest things that I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. But when I see that shit, I'm like...
So, the show I told you about, The Curse of Oak
Oak Island, yeah.
Right?
Phenomenal show.
Did you watch it?
The Laginas, big fan.
We're working on getting them on
We're trying to
here.
get
You're getting the Laginas
Maddie
on here?
Blake.
You're going to need to buy their plane because they're flat broke. Those morons have spent every goddamn cent they have.
He makes so much money in...
They're in the fracking business, right?
He's
No, they're a bunch of fracking dumbasses, if you ask me.
Renewable energy. Plus he owns
Let's
a vineyard.
edit that out.
It's Martha's now, right?
Plus
Does he own a vineyard?
Oh, yeah. Of course he does.
They sinking every bit of profit he makes into the fucking glory hole.
Exactly.
What an asshole. Hey, Lagina, get on the show. I got some questions.
Lagina.
We'll have Ryan come on.
Oh, my God. What an asshole. They're like... And then the narrator's the best part. They have found some dirt, which they believe could be from Lagina's money pit. Yeah, it's from his money pit. His bank manager's it's from his money pit, all right.
A guy comes up with a nail, and then the narrator says, a nail? Buried in the dirt?
A nail?
Hell of a buy.
And then they have one guy off in the other. This guy is down in Poughkeepsie with a thing, and he's got what is this? It says Apple on one side. Yeah. We believe that is an iPhone brought to there by the conquistadors, looking for the nearest Genius bar.
Look, everybody knows the conquistadors had Samsungs.
Oh my God! Yeah, they were definitely droid people.
Those twats.
Those poor bastards.
They had Nexel.
Yeah. Oh, gold plated.
Push to talk. New world, yep.
Can you believe how long that lasted? Can you believe how long that lasted? Who thought it was a good idea? We all knew. We all had that asshole friend that would wait till
George and Tilly. Had
really
the fucking two-way Nextel.
Yep.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, I had one.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Bloop, fuck you. Bloop.
Yeah, but I'd have friends that I'd go to we'd run out to the store, and I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. And I'd go inside to get whatever soda for the night.
Yeah.
And I'm at the counter, and then paging Dr. Faggot.
Could you say inappropriate stuff?
You could say whatever the fuck you wanted.
No, it didn't have a filter.
No.
It wouldn't just.
Channel.
Oh.
Wait, how young are you? Jesus. Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Yeah. You could just hit a button and talk,
and it would come out of your pocket.
It would come out of
whatever I said.
It was like having a walkie-talkie on.
But you couldn't. You could turn it down. But you could be in the store, and if I'm watching you from the parking lot, I could just hit the button and start saying whatever I want.
Imagine the trouble you could get yourself into.
Yeah, that's why I stopped using it. I had to keep it on silent all the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd do it to people too, but
no, people were getting bitched out in public.
Mm-hmm.
Their wives would be like, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
In a bank. Did you rob it yet? Did you rob it yet?
Don't flush those toilets.
Slip them the note first.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So,
Hell of a buy.
all right, we can skip the globes. It's crashed and burned. Let's talk other conspiracy theories here. So, what conspiracy theories do you believe in?
Oh, this is a good one. I know. I don't even think is a conspiracy. Well, I guess it is. It's not profound whether it goes one way or the other.
The clitoris.
No, this one is about the Titanic sinking.
It hit an iceberg. Jesus Christ, Ryan. It was in the middle of the Atlantic.
How do you not get it yet?
There's two boats.
Oh, boy.
The company that owns the Titanic, White Star Lines, I believe it is.
We all know.
Still a company today, right? I think
Sure.
they own the Queen Mary.
Yep.
One and two.
They sunk it all into China.
Oh, well, they had two boats, the Olympic, and then they were building the Titanic. Well, this Olympic was identical in almost every way, except for a few key differences. One being
glacier detection.
Lifeboats. Olympic had its lifeboats on, I don't know, mid-deck, not the top floor, or vice versa. And they were building Titanic, and Olympic's out there sailing like an asshole, just going back and forth, Just, I mean, this fucking thing. It's the 1810s. Okay, nobody's stopping this fucking thing. It's just going back and forth like a goddamn banshee, and it hits an iceberg, and then they're like, "Fuck, we don't have insurance because that wasn't a thing on a boat that big. Who the fuck buys insurance on a boat that big?
Not even God could sink it. Why insure it?
Yes, exactly. God's like, I can't fucking sink that thing, so we're not going to insure it. So they didn't insure it, and then they hit a.
Hey, Dad, I heard you couldn't sink that boat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mom says you can't sink the Titanic. Oh, really?
You wait.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Beat
Dad, get the Escalade.
Yeah.
So
they hit an iceberg, and they call the insurance guys. They're like, "Hey, remember that boat we didn't
it went
insure?"
down like a sack of potatoes.
They're like, "Yeah, you didn't insure it." They're like, "Fuck, we didn't insure it." So they're like, genius. So they're building the Titanic. It's in dry dock, and they decide to switch the names. So they would insure the Titanic, but not the Olympic. So they paint the Olympic that has a hole in it with Titanic, and they insure that, and then they send out the Titanic, which is painted to say, or the Olympic, which is painted to say Titanic, and they go, just skim an iceberg with it so we can get the original damage fixed. And they hit the iceberg a little too...
Is this a common theory? I've never heard this.
A little too much.
They hit it just a little...
A lot of people are saying they hit it too hard.
They tried to graze the iceberg. Nope, a lot of people don't understand. A little bit's above the water, but the rest of it's below the surface.
Yeah, they hit it just a little too much, and they fucking killed 2,300 people and sank the damn boat. But
listen, there was room on that door for more than one person. Everybody agrees.
The Mythbusters showed us all. They busted that myth.
Jack got a bad deal.
Climb on the door. Just climb on the door.
Exactly right.
Jack got a bad deal. We all knew.
It was sad.
So we brought him back. We made Shutter Island with Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese.
What?
Hell of a buy.
Wait. You're telling me that Leo DiCaprio in Shutter Island wasn't Jack from Titanic? I thought it was a fucking sequel.
No, Jack died in Titanic.
Shutter Island's not a sequel?
He could have survived.
It's a hell of a forgery.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
That's what they told me about Mar-a-Lago when I bought it. They said hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy. So in any case, they sank the damn boat by accident, and...
now both were uninsured?
No. Well, now they have the brand new Titanic painted to say
Olympus.
Just sitting at the dock, uninsured. And they sank the original boat with 23 of its...
So the conspiracies, they sank it on purpose.
Well,
they didn't sink it on purpose.
It was insurance
they were supposed to just...
that went awry. But the key is survivors say, oh, we ran to the mid-deck or whatever to get the lifeboats. And everyone's like, Titanic didn't have lifeboats on the mid-deck.
And when they dropped them from the upper deck,
so then they murdered the survivors who were saying that. No, they didn't do that last part.
They burnt them in the capsule on the launch pad.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but apparently that's a conspiracy.
Wow. I've never heard that one.
Isn't that a good one?
It really is.
It's a good one.
Especially if it's true.
I need to do some research before I...
Because, I mean, either way, it's not like so far-fetched. Like, either way, the boat sank.
True.
But if they sank it on purpose, on purpose,
terrific. Purpose?
Why?
If they sank it on purpose,
the insurance.
Why wouldn't they just swim away with the porpoises?
He's almost getting into my cousin from Boston. Let him go for a second. He's almost there. We're gonna make the Justice League.
Who's your cousin from Boston?
You don't have a cousin from Boston?
No.
Your cousin, Pat Kenrick. We're gonna edit that out. He said he gets it. We'll take that out in post.
He's over my shoulder. Lose it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went on the moon. Isn't there like a?
Why don't we go back?
It's a lot of money. Because it was dumb back then, and it's even more dumb now. We don't get no money for that.
We waste money on way worse things.
I know. That's not justification for doing it even more.
Danny. Okay, Pookie.
We're going to the moon, Pookie.
It's easy to grin.
I christen thee Apollo 17.
She's
Don't
green.
just stand there. Get some glue.
I told him to send a monkey to the moon. I didn't know they'd do it.
Well, we're waiting.
I've sentenced men younger than you to the gas chamber.
Neil, you go first.
Okay, Buzz, you go too.
Well, how about a Chang?
How about a Fresca?
Oh, look at my grandson Spalding and I. We're regular pals. I think, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, conventional wisdom says we made it.
Loch Ness Monster? No.
No. Any Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster? No. I mean, we discover...
The ocean is less explored than
Right.
space.
Right, but a lake in
the ocean
Scotland...
is less, not all of space.
No, we know more about space than we do the ocean.
Yes, but I'm saying...
Percentage-wise.
Yeah, but, well, no, I don't think that's true.
Well, I don't know. We know what, like 2%? We've explored like 2% of the ocean?
But we don't know how much space there is.
It's infinite.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So we think.
I'm not trying to be too critical.
The ocean is the next frontier.
It is.
It just turns out to be some sort of a weird lizard.
Right.
He doesn't know about the ocean.
Shut up about the sun! Shut up about the sun!
Outback Steakhouse went out of business.
Did they? Hell of a buy.
And well, the
Hell of
reason
a
why I
buy.
bring it up is because Outback used to be the frontier.
That's true.
The Subaru Frontier.
Now it's not. Now it's the ocean because we've explored space. We've explored the Outback.
We've seen all of space.
I ordered an awesome blossom for the table.
Okay.
I want my baby.
I want my sauce on the side. You'll get nothing and like it.
I want a cheeseburger. I want a hot dog.
What do you think about the moon? Have we been there?
Yeah, I think we have.
What gave it away for you?
What's that?
What gave it away for you?
The rocks they brought home.
Transformers. I wasn't convinced enough that we didn't go. So, you know, when you're told as a kid that we did, you believe it. To change my mind.
They told you a lot of shit when you were a kid about Jesus and the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus.
And I've seen enough that I don't believe it.
Right.
Bingo.
But not enough of the moon landing.
How much of the moon landing have you seen?
All of it.
Cover to cover?
Yep. Wow. Cover to cover, babe.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good, babe.
Creek Craig's coffin.
Oh, here's what I want to know. What if you're like all the astronauts are sitting in that room, the briefing room, they're like, you get to go on the rocket that just goes up and then back. You get to go to the moon, but only around it. And then the one that's like, you get to land, but then two of you get to go on the moon, and one asshole just has to sit in the...
Stabs himself in the back 3 times, threw himself off the building.
Yeah.
Imagine going to the moon. What a shitty journey. That's
Why?
like getting on a Greyhound bus and going to Ohio.
I would go into space in a second if given the option.
Oh, yeah, but like the moon is where you'd be. I'd go to anywhere but the moon.
Mars would be awesome, but think about how long that journey is.
Yeah.
Why? All the storms?
Yeah.
I don't want to be there.
I wanna go
No, that's
there
what I'm
either.
saying. I want to go to the moon. I sign me up for the moon right now.
No, I want to go to a planet with like a cool civilization.
Honestly, I hate the fucking water, but I'd be more interested in the ocean than space.
Why do you hate the
An
water?
aristocrat.
Because
Well, I
Jaws?
hate the water.
Just Jaws?
I mean, there are horrible things.
Like what?
What? Apex predators?
That's one thing. Name one more.
Barracudas?
That's two. Name one more.
Jellyfish?
I bet you couldn't name a third.
Those little spiny things that poison you when you walk into the Caribbean?
All right, done. The moon it is.
Coral reef that wants to murder you every chance it gets?
Yeah, but
Fuck
I mean,
that.
they're probably saying the same thing about us.
Well, you're in their home. Like, every time I see an attack in the ocean, I'm like, fuck you, it's their house. Get out of their house.
Don't go in their house.
You're in the water where sharks eat. Fuck you.
He was a big Jaws kid.
Were you a Jaws kid?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well,
I
you
grew up down the
recovered
Cape.
nicely, yeah. You can hardly notice where they attacked it. Look at that.
He had the blackest
Rob was in
eyes.
an iron lung.
Was he?
Yeah. Polio.
It's the rickets.
Yeah. You can hardly tell. Looks great in a collar, though.
He does.
Jesus Christ.
You got to think, an iron lung, are they allowed out of the iron lung? They get like an hour a day total, right?
Yeah, it's like going to the...
Fuck.
You gotta put your time in.
Imagine being in that thing. Are your hands in the iron lung? That's the big question.
Yeah, your head sticks out.
So my hands are in there? I can do...
It's like one of those...
I could do an iron lung. I'd be fine in one.
Like a sauna. The
Just
old
here all
saunas
day.
from the old movies. Just your head.
What's that sound again?
Then you come out with like a little skinny body. They do the cartoons.
It's
That
the
sounds
ghost
good.
of the iron lungs past.
Yeah.
There's got to be a few iron lungs left, right?
Of course.
What do we do with them? Send them to the moon. That's a perfect environment for an iron lung.
Yep.
No gravity. They can probably breathe on their own again.
All right, so you
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
JFK, one shooter.
Yeah. Didn't they come out and say that? Like
No.
when like Corona happened, they're like, all right, these,
When Corona happened,
the humans are getting they're getting antsy. Give them something.
The
They're like,
humans? What are they?
Aliens are aliens are real, and we killed. They killed JFK. I don't know. JFK was never like it was before my time,
True.
so I never really. And it wasn't.
so was the moon, but you had a lot to say.
The moon's exciting. That's another planet.
The JFK assassination was my first big.
That was your.
conspiracy.
You
That's the
lost
first
your-
thing you got away with.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I could put my hands on my JFK project. I'm not kidding. From high school.
Was that big
this
for you?
warehouse.
Was he your favorite president?
No, he could go straight to
Reagan.
hell.
Reagan's his favorite.
Reagan was. Really? Just say no.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hello, yes. Apparently, a shot was fired from the book depository, which I was there at the time with Bonzo. We were taking out.
That is fucking good.
We were checking out books on how to make toy boats. And Mommy said to me, Ronnie, you should really go boom boom before we leave the book depository. And I said, I'm okay, Mommy. Bring around the limousine and we'll get out of here. And then I heard some shots that sounded like party poppers or firecrackers. And I saw that young man from Boston and his head blown apart like cream cheese. Hello? Yes?
Fourscore.
4 and 3 Caesar salads ago.
So,
Bravo!
Thank you.
this is what happens like when we talk on the phone during the day.
This is foreplay.
We'll talk on the phone. We'll be talking about a movie or a TV show. All of a sudden, one of us breaks off into Trump or Reagan, and then it's 7 to 10 minutes before we can get the train back on the tracks. Sometimes when he does Trump, he veers into Reagan, so he'll start in Trump.
That'll happen.
He starts in Trump and then ends in Reagan. It's nice.
I end in Reagan regularly.
Dear President Lincoln, please tear down that wall.
What did you were doing? You were doing Reagan.
No, it was
Stranger
Stranger Things.
Tear down that mall.
Mr. Gorbachev, please tear down that mall. Those kids have suffered enough. Hello? Yes? I'm playing D&D. Mommy, come roll my 20-sided die. Oops, I did a boom boom in my pants.
Somebody get Fiorella LaGuardia.
Someone get Fiorella LaGuardia on the phone to parallel park my limousine.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Jeez.
Right in your fucking shoe! Right in your fucking shoe! You dummy, you got beer!
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
You got a shoe full of fucking Yingling!
What an asshole. Oh, hell of a buy.
My wife's gonna be doing my laundry tomorrow. I'll be like, what the fuck does socks smell like beer for?
Have fun going home with your wet foot!
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy.
Oh, fuck.
What happened?
Hello, Nancy. I'm gonna need some paper towels to clean up Rob's shoe. I spilled Yingling in my shoe again, Mommy. Hello? Yes? Mr. Gorbachev, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not wearing any pants.
Jesus.
I had pudding for lunch today, and ironically, that's what's in between my ears right now. What's this red phone for on my desk? Hello? Hello? Howard Johnson's Motor Lodge? Please send me over a blood-stained carpet and a shoe full of Yingling. The gentleman at the Kremlin told me it was a hell of a buy.
Hell of a buy. Hell of a buy. Holy
Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of LaGuardia, I'd like to reassure us all that the Red Menace is no longer a problem because last night I watched a movie called Star Wars.
Holy shit. Hell of a buy.
I'm going to surround the New Jersey coast with ballistic missiles to fight off the Red Menace. Hello? Yes?
Hello?
I'm officially appointing Bonzo as Secretary of Defense.
Hello, yes.
Hello? Yes, mother?
Ronnie did a boom boom.
Poor Ronnie.
Oh, Jesus. We got to get some other presidents. All we do is Trump and Reagan.
Well,
I mean, what else are we going to do?
I mean, we could probably do
Be Gerald Ford and fall down and pour beer in our shoe? He just did Ford.
Hell of a bag.
Hell of a bag.
Oh, God.
I don't do any presidents.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I think we could all do Bush.
It's easy to butcher it, though. You got to be good.
Oh, goodness.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Is that how long we've been recording?
Yep.
That's not good.
We've only got about 5 minutes of usable
Well,
footage.
no, we try to use it. The best episodes, because he has to edit all of it, the best ones are the ones that we record for like an hour to an hour and 5.
Yeah, because it's all gold.
Well, it's not just that. It's just usually it means we didn't fuck off. It's usually the episodes where we have a clear agenda and we'll just talk and like there's not much of the Reagan or like just sidetracking.
I haven't heard any sidetracking. Almost no Reagan.
No.
Go!
I came into work this morning and my desk was covered in jelly beans. Good Lord, are they delicious. What does this red button do? Someone called down to the kitchen and had me get a piping hot bowl of beef stew. Oh, and by the way, call Nancy and tell her I have a giant hot piping bowl of beef stew in my pants.
Talk about comedians all the time and
we?
comedy, stuff like that.
We do?
I don't know.
do.
I don't know his opinion. We haven't really, Tom and I haven't talked about Norm.
Norm Macdonald?
Fantastic.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that. I think we've said that you
Top,
like it.
top 3.
He's one of my favorites. Have you ever heard his joke about Uncle Terry?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I would never butcher it, but it's good.
Yeah, you could do it.
Not while being recorded because it just...
His timing.
Yeah, his timing's so perfect. I don't want to do it. It just wouldn't be good.
All right.
He's great, though. He's great.
Yeah.
Underrated. Well, not underrated. He's not like a stand-up. Like his jokes don't translate
his stand-up isn't fantastic. His like appearances and joke telling on like late night shows are amazing.
Although
because he doesn't play their fucking little
no,
games.
like Conan kept like he's always trying like what like
I love it, and frequently more and more stories come out about him on SNL where like he didn't want to do something or. Like all the OJ shit that he would double down on, the OJ jokes, because the people at SNL were friendly with, I don't know if it was OJ or his
Orenthal
lawyers.
James.
fuck OJ.
It had something to do.
I really liked him in those Naked Gun movies.
But they would tell him to cut the OJ shit out, and he would then put it on the live version.
Yeah, he just doubled down.
Yep.
Which you should. He murdered his wife and her mistress.
Of course.
Mister?
No,
they weren't married anymore.
Well, wife and boyfriend.
Wasn't Nicole Kidman his ex-wife by then? No,
What?
Nicole Kidman, not Nicole Kidman. Jesus, wasn't she his ex by then?
Nicole Brown Simpson.
Yeah, but I thought they were divorced by then.
Oh, I thought they were just fucking around.
They were at least separated.
I think they were separated, but not legally divorced.
And then
he legally murdered her.
And then she became separated.
Yeah,
right.
From her torso, or her head
Hello,
from her
yes,
body.
we need a coroner.
What a weird... Did you see
Hello,
that?
yes, Juice. I'm just giving you a heads up. Your wife is diddling around on the side. That's right.
Sure, you can borrow my Bronco.
Of course you can. It's white. You'll probably stick out like a sore thumb. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Could you admit? I mean, there's so many other ways you can go about that.
Hell of a buy.
I'm not married, but if I was,
I wouldn't cut a bitch's head off.
I wouldn't. He did it so sloppy too. He did it. Let's just keep.
He wrote a book. He wrote a book called "If I Did It," but if is like this big on the cover. Like
honestly, in all the shit that happens in this world, how come a couple of guys haven't just snatched him up, put him in a van, started chopping off his toes and drilling holes into his fucking testicles, and have him say and just record it and say, "Tell us the whole fucking story," and then dump it online and just disappear? No one would fucking look for them. Nobody would.
You're gonna need to keep your presence accounted for a while.
Ooh, we have presents?
Why?
Hello?
Do you think people are out?
Well, if something happens to OJ, they're gonna point the finger at him right away.
Right.
I have a theory on why nobody's done that. It's because deep down, all the married men in America right now are like, "Fuck, if I could do it, I would."
I don't feel
if I
that
could get
way.
away with it, I could do it.
I don't feel that
He tells
way.
me daily he wish he could just stab his wife over, over.
My wife is a saint.
In that she's dead. And she has a statue in a park somewhere in Copenhagen.
As
dedicated,
they are.
yes.
Right. Yes. Our Lady of the Worthless Miracle.
Our Lady of the Bludgeoning.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's why. It's because deep down.
I don't agree with anything that he just said, just so you know. Special K.
All right, off the record, though.
Mm-hmm.
He totally didn't do it.
He totally didn't do it.
No.
You don't think OJ
No,
did it?
he did it. He for sure did it. The evidence was... he just had a great lawyer.
Are you sure, though?
Yes. No, he did it. I wish he would come on, too. Could you imagine getting OJ on a podcast?
I feel like he'd do it.
I mean, when he got on social media, what fucking
What an
ball.
idiot.
Do you read the thread when
Wasn't
he
it like I
comments
had a
stuff?
lot of I got a lot of scores to settle? Like, didn't you settle 2 already?
Yeah.
He's out of his mind.
But he'll be like, hey, it's OJ.
You
I'm
guys
giving
can
you
hear
some tips.
You can hear me in your headphones, right?
No.
Hear you in your headphones?
I have nothing in mine.
Oh. Well,
Did you unplug something?
I don't know.
No, you're good.
I just realized. Oh, now I can.
Jiggle it. Just jiggle it. Jiggle
Yeah.
it. Jiggle it.
You were alive during the OJ thing.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was in high
school watching the white van.
What grade were you in?
I was in high school.
When was that?
I was in 5th grade.
What year? 93, right?
No, 94. Wait, no.
It's a cliffhanger.
95.
So I was a senior in high school.
Yep, I was in 5th grade. Yep, because that was when the verdict came out. It might have been the year before the
Paul
verdict.
Newman? It was way before that.
Yes, it's a great flick.
Now, so you've never seen Indiana Jones, but you've seen The Verdict.
No, I have seen 12 Angry Men though.
The original?
No, out in the parking lot.
No. Wait a minute. The Verdict and 12 Angry Men, the original, those are
I've seen 12
films.
Angry Men, never The Verdict. I didn't even know that was a film.
All right, but
so you haven't seen The Verdict?
You can't listen to anything.
Betrayed me. You should see
Hello?
it.
So
if you like Slapshot, you'll love The Verdict.
Oh, I like What's
owns. So I was in 5th grade when The Verdict came out, and I remember because Ron Olson bawled his eyes out.
Holy shit, that is so Ron Olson.
And everyone was like, "What is going on?" And he was like, "I'm so happy because I know he didn't do it." And I remember thinking, like, "Well, you're the dumbest cocksucker on the planet." Like,
Ron Olson was that invested in the OJ murder.
Yep.
Who's Ron Olson?
Kid I went to elementary school
Oh
with.
shit! I thought he was like a celebrity.
No, he was crying in my class.
Oh, and he was just a big Juice fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Juice fan.
Yeah. Apple, orange, all of them.
Not so much orange.
You like pineapple.
I don't really think I've ever had pineapple, other than like probably like a Bahama Breeze or some shit, like a cocktail.
You ever seen that movie, Cocktail?
No.
It's cocktails, right?
I think it's
cocktail.
It's
Singular.
cocktail.
Singular.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We need to do a quick segment called "Have You Seen It" with Ryan. This is gonna blow your mind.
It's blown my mind already.
Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2.
I don't know. It could be one of the two. I don't know. The one where they're in New York.
Yep.
And the blob comes through the tub.
Well, that's 2.
That's 2.
Then I've seen 2.
Top Gun.
Oh yeah, many times.
Days of Thunder.
Yeah, well, once a very long time ago.
Armageddon.
Yes.
I forgot he's a NASCAR guy.
We're getting into the
Fight Club.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Snatch.
The Matrix.
Yes.
Never seen
Well,
Snatch?
I've seen all the Matrix.
Wait, you've
many
never
times.
seen Snatch?
No.
You would love Snatch.
No.
You'd love Snatch.
My health teacher told me about it. I don't think I'd love it.
Interesting.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but it's trash.
I'm with you.
It could have been done in one 30-minute movie.
Okay, that's a bit
We
of
found some jewelry. Let's return it.
Overindulgent.
Done.
Okay.
Do you have the receipt? Yeah. All right. Done.
What
Then
did
we
you
can
say to The
return it.
Matrix?
Yeah, many times. Phenomenal.
Wait. Which one's phenomenal?
The first is the best, and they get progressively worse, but they're necessary
Necessary to what?
to finish the story.
To drink. The story's not finished. They're coming out with 4.
What?
They just finished filming
Did you
it.
not know this?
How could that be? The machines were all like
The Wachowski brother and sisters. What would it call? I don't know what to call them.
they the whole movie was to destroy the virus, and
Yeah.
humans and the machines like we can't do it unless we work together.
Oh yeah, wunderbar.
And then
If you can drink ram's piss.
yeah, well they did. They killed the virus, and now what? They're just like, oh, by the way, it's
I don't know.
back.
We'll find out.
Some 4-year-olds watching porn on the thing again. We got another virus.
TBD. Continued. You've
Are
never seen
you a
it.
James Bond guy?
Love it.
Okay.
Best. Who's the best James Bond? Sean Connery, without a shadow of a doubt. That's
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
You thought I was going to say Daniel Craig, didn't you?
No.
That's because you.
I
don't
thought
have
you'd
any
say
faith
Pierce
in me.
Brosnan.
No,
Because you like to be
trash.
eccentric.
He's so bad. Is he even British?
He's Irish. He's Irish.
Thomas Crown Affair.
No.
Connery's Scottish.
Connery's
Roger
great.
Moore's English. I think George Lazenby was
And
Scottish.
Who's going to be the next one? Is it
Female. Female.
No, not gonna
That'll
watch
never
it.
happen.
Not gonna watch it.
The broccoli family will never let that.
That could be a
What if
different
the
movie.
asparagus family says yes?
Well, then they'll have their day in court, I suppose.
That's a different movie. It's not like James Bond is like it's a character. James Bond.
Let's get back to what we always talk about. If you want to create your own character, if you want...
I have no problem with a female spy movie.
If you want...
at all.
But it's not James Bond.
Atomic Blonde was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. I want to see a whole series. I want to see...
Just don't try to take male characters and make them female.
There's no point in doing that stuff. We talked about that all the time. So these comic book movies, these guys started writing them in 1939, right?
1977.
Back then, women even weren't a thing. There weren't even women back then.
They weren't. So they have to struggle. They have to build up their brand, make their comics. They get turned into TV shows and movies. They become worth billions of dollars. They've been doing it since the 30s.
Yeah.
They earned it. Don't just take Superman and then change his race or change his sex.
They did do Black Superman in the comics.
I understand they do all that stuff, but that's because no one's fucking reading them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that at least was something that was done. Now, when they talk about they're going to make superheroes gay or trans now,
Every single time they say they're going to reboot a movie, they say, make them gay.
I have no problem with them making a gay superhero in Marvel.
Just make it from scratch.
Make it right now.
That would be a funny movie.
The ambiguously gay duo.
That's the ambiguously gay duo.
It was hilarious. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if they change it up, it doesn't matter. But like James Bond is a male character, so it's weird to make it a
Now, would you
female.
care if James Bond was black?
I wouldn't. I think Idris Elba would be a great choice for James
That's who they're doing next. He's a phenomenal.
He's not.
They're not doing him next.
It's a female.
That's so stupid.
Ryan, I'm not being funny. That's what the plan
No,
is.
I understand.
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
Idris
in
or
the
Ibris
new
or
Bond movie that's coming
whatever
out,
his name is.
there is a black female that is supposed to already have taken his
Yeah, she's going to take up the mantle.
because he's gone.
Yeah.
But
It's probably going to be great. Why wouldn't it be? A female James Bond is weird, but that's the only difference.
okay, but here's the thing: James Bond porks everything to get.
That's the thing.
information.
Like his character is like this overly masculine, sex-addicted alcoholic.
That's what spies do. So if a female is a spy, she's not going to have to like bungee jump off the fucking dam.
Well, they could do
to
like
save the day. She's going to give a hand job, and she's going to get the codes. That movie's over.
So much easier.
The movie's over.
They could do a female spy movie like James Bond.
She's
It just
gonna
have to
walk
be
into a room,
start
flash
a
her
different
tits.
movie.
Didn't Melissa McCarthy do one?
Yes.
Holy shit! You know what I watched the other night? Thunder Force.
Oh,
I have not seen it.
have you seen
These-
Heat?
I
With Bill Burr?
rented props.
Bill Burr's in that.
Yeah,
Oh, great movie.
yeah.
He's talking about his dog. You seen the
He's
cock
so
on this
Boston
thing?
though. In the what's his name? The McIntyre kid. From,
Yes.
Gina, get in the fucking car.
He goes, holy shit! You seen the cock on that Great Dane? Bill Burr can do no wrong.
Oh, he's sitting in front of the hotel with the bat in his lap, right?
I don't know.
Please promise me you'll watch Thunder Force on Netflix.
I'll watch it.
It is an abomination.
Thunder Force.
Yep. So Melissa McCarthy and
She's pretty funny.
the girl from when she's not stealing screenplays. And the girl from
Does she steal screenplays?
Oh yeah, her and her husband, Octavia Spencer.
Her husband's the guy with alopecia, right? He can't grow hair anywhere. Like he's got no eyebrows, no hair, no nothing.
No, you thinking about the guy from Bridesmaids?
Yes.
No, that's not
That's
him.
her real
That guy's
husband,
gay
though,
in real
right?
life.
Oh.
No. Her real husband is the guy who's the
Oh, he's short. I know what you
the
mean.
air marshal
Yes.
from Bridesmaids.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the writer, director, producer?
You know who I'm talking about, though.
I do.
He's on the Great British Baking Challenge.
So
we watch that all the time.
Oh, it's a great show.
I have an update for you. I have seen Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I had seen it before. I just forgot.
You forgot about all those girls shitting in the street?
I believe I fell asleep.
Phenomenal movie.
The first time I watched it, I fell asleep prior to that part.
Okay.
So I rewatched it recently, and I did piss my goddamn pants.
Yeah, it's a funny movie. Again, it's
when
great
she
movie.
was
Paul Feig.
when she was shitting in the sink.
It's terrific.
The dueling speeches at the.
Oh yes,
Oh,
and,
so
and
good.
las escuelas
Yep.
and
Yeah.
la biblioteca.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so like cringeworthy. Like it's Michael Scott like on steroids with like, oh my god. So
It's a good flick.
speaking of Scott, because we gotta wrap this up fairly soon. We have a lot of similars here. So The Office, you love.
I don't love it, but it's always a good background.
You love Always Sunny.
Love Always Sunny. Love
Tom had never seen it. I made him watch it.
So good.
Never seen it.
Incredible.
I had watched it a bunch, like when it was on. I couldn't fucking get into it. I really had a hard time with like their overacting. But then once I revisited it and like I'm like, okay, I get that they're so over the top.
Yes.
Because they're aware of everything that they're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
As opposed to like
They sell it.
As opposed to people on Broadway who are genuine about that
Yes.
fucking performance. So once I got that, I was all in.
It's so good.
And then
it's
of
not
course,
an original idea, but they perfected it.
Yeah. I mean, the subject matter is so fucking over the top
It's just
too.
the way they
The pilot
fully
of that show
commit
is so fucking
to
evil.
everything.
Yes, yeah.
That's
You have
why
to.
it's so funny. They are
Right.
They have this horrible idea. They come up with the worst way possible to execute their plan, and then they just fully commit to it.
Yes.
It's the best.
DeVito coming in. I mean, the show was good without him. He was
huge.
He was the missing piece.
Yeah.
He volunteered for that show.
He like fought to get the role.
He called and asked.
Yeah.
He's like, I really want to be on it.
I mean, his character, the Frank Reynolds character, all I can ever think about, you say Frank Reynolds, like the first thing that comes to my head is him crawling out of the fucking couch naked. When he's like, sew me into the couch.
Yep.
At Atwater, when he wants to hear the people talking shit about him.
When he falls out the window.
Yeah. Charlie!
Charlie!
So good.
Toe
the
knife.
McCoyle wedding.
Is it last season or the one before? When Andy Richter and the other guy, when they put the ad on Craigslist looking for like roommates or not for roommates, for what the fuck's when you rent your house out? I can't think.
Airbnb.
Yeah, they're doing it for their apartment because
Yeah.
they're trying to get like hot European women to stay
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and it's Andy Richter and some old guy.
Right. They're on a vacation.
Oh my god!
They all sleep in bed together.
Yes.
Yes.
And the guy had the toe spoon.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
God.
Ugh.
That's my toe knife. He's got that steak, the serrated steak knife in
Yeah.
the bed.
And
all the
I
time.
botched it.
I botched it. It's a botched toe job. One of my favorite parts of that show ever is when Charlie and him, one of them has back pain, and he's like, "My back hurts too much. Hit me with the 2x4."
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. You find yourself rooting for them, and they're the worst people on earth.
South Park.
Yeah, it was good. I don't watch it anymore, but it was good.
But when you watch it now, like you still like you don't have to be current on it, and you'll still laugh.
No, but it's definitely like an age. It hits an age group like teen comedy.
I mean, how many years has that been on? 25.
Yeah, it's definitely for like young teenagers.
Yeah, probably.
It's a long.
Yeah.
I mean,
They could probably end
if it wasn't for The Simpsons, we'd be talking about how long South Park's been on.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Sunny's the longest running sitcom of all time.
They intentionally made their contract 4 more seasons.
Yeah,
right?
just to make it.
Oh yeah, to
the longest
put
of
it
all
way
time.
over the top.
I mean, it's crazy because I remember when that show came out, I loved it.
The last few seasons have been kind of shit, though.
They have now. What I would tell you is when they're good, though.
Everybody was double shifting the last 2 seasons in other projects.
Yeah.
But when it was good, it was great.
Yeah.
When if the shit shoes a matcher, Charlie gets the scratcher.
Holy Christ.
When he says the N word to the black girl.
Oh my God.
That's a great show.
Half the population likes to get their cock sucked. The other half
The
of the
best
population likes to
episode,
suck cocks.
They bring the bike in.
The best
Oh,
episode.
it's an arm. It's punching you up so you don't sit.
When Frank commandeers the tour boat.
Oh,
and he goes over
Captain Tom turned out to be a goddamn junkie.
His whole life story. He's like
the Schuylkill River, the home of many of us.
It's like a clip show via the riverboat cruise.
Yes.
Philadelphia's
the
unsolved
word was
crimes.
boy's soul. I was saying boy's hole.
Yeah.
And they all make fun of me because they say I like banging, and I'll admit I love banging whores.
But that he gets on the boat, and it's all Asian people on the boat, and like, hey,
They don't speak a lick of English.
where's Captain Tom? And Captain Tom turned out to be a goddamn junkie. The best is when he gets off the boat. You know what episode that is, right?
Thunder Gun
Yeah.
Express, yeah.
I'm gonna thunder gun it into that sewer over there.
Yeah.
Stop using thunder gun as a verb.
Just take your clothes off. Why? Because in about 3 minutes there's going to be a wall of shit water.
It's more refreshing than you'd think. The best is when Dennis is in the car listening to his own sex tapes, and he's like, well, I guess I could hurry it up a little.
Oh, shit.
So have you watched Letterkenny yet? I know I've told you that you should.
No.
So that was like our deal.
I don't. My one rule with streaming: no Canadian TV. None.
You'd like Letterkenny.
None.
You'd love Letterkenny.
I don't trust them.
You would.
Trust
Our deal was, I said I will watch Letterkenny if you watch Always Sunny,
Oh,
Yeah.
and I watched it and
It
loved
doesn't
it.
disappoint.
Letterkenny. I've heard multiple people
It's
say I should
very,
watch it.
very, very funny.
It's smart.
It's smart.
It is. It's a smart show.
Canadians being smart. You heard it here first. I don't know any Canadians, which is weird because we live 3.5 hours from Canada.
They all stay up there though.
It's true. It must be nice.
Must be fucking nice.
You always hear people going on vacation to Canada. You never hear of any Americans going on vacation here.
Why?
Why would Americans go on vacation here?
Why is that, Rob?
The strip clubs. And
You
the
said
drugs?
Americans going on vacation here.
Why don't they?
Americans do go on vacation here.
Why not?
Do you mean why don't Canadians come here?
No.
What are you saying?
I don't know. But it doesn't add up.
If you go up to Hampton Beach, it's all Quebec license plates.
Ugh.
Well, that's because they're bringing the fucking meth in the.
Why would they go to Hampton Beach?
They don't know
They
where
don't know
they
the
couldn't find
difference.
Wells Beach.
I don't know.
The water was too cold up in Maine.
It is chilly.
Yeah.
They can go to the Canadian Maritimes. Newfoundland,
Sure. Don't
Nova
you know?
Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
What's another one? Prince Edward Island.
Yeah. PEI.
Gorgeous. Have you ever been there?
No, my
it's
cousin's
unbelievable.
My cousin goes there all the time.
It's as if there was an island with nothing on it.
I know, but the fucking water is like 2 degrees.
Yeah, but it is here too.
No. You go to the Cape, water's nice.
Yeah, but you'll get eaten by a shark.
I've never been eaten by a shark. I swim in the Cape all the time.
He never goes deep enough.
Nope.
You were saying that earlier. How we never.
Just download the Shark Tracker
We
app
weren't-
on your phone, and then tell me next time you're gonna go on a fucking beach.
I go to the beach all the time.
That thing.
How many times a week?
That phone would get lit up all day long with great white shark.
Like the
alerts.
eyes of Allah.
You'd have to turn your notification though.
Hello. And everybody's sucking sand.
Not only will you never work in this town again,
You'll be done. Finished. You'll be tearing tickets off in Kuwait. Halamaha! Halamaha! And everyone's sucking sand.
why don't you get a horse and go up in the mountains? Quit bothering people.
You thought it was funny
No,
when I
no.
called your friend a fat fuck.
No, I was just laughing there when you were
Talking
talking
to
to my friend's
yeah.
stomach.
You look like a bucket of lard on a bad day.
Look at you. Baskin Robbins just called. They said they only got 4 flavors. Hello in there. Hello, ice cream.
Are we having fun?
Don't mess up.
Hilarious.
That is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
That's Chris Farley's last.
Yes. No.
We debated about this the
No,
other day.
it wasn't that. It was
They finished. They were both in '93.
Almost Heroes.
Almost Heroes, and that both finished filming in '93.
Yeah.
Almost Heroes is probably my top 2
Almost
movies
Heroes
of all
with
time.
John Candy?
No,
with Matt.
I bet you haven't seen it. It's Matthew Perry and
Perry.
Chris Farley, and it's fucking
They
hilarious.
race Lewis and Clark to the Pacific.
Tom. No, it's not.
No.
Tom. This is both of us. This is
that's
one.
Wagons
Probably
East.
top 2.
That's
This is
comedies of all
This is
time.
like him and I. Like we
That's
always.
that's when Matthew Perry had
We
his drug
disagree on
addiction.
most movies.
We disagree on a lot of things, but we found like this Almost Heroes. I think, other than my cousin Tony, you're the only person I know other than me that ever liked it.
Hold up, but do you know that Matthew Perry was addicted to drugs? That was his height of his drug addiction.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why he was so good.
Yeah, but in the movie he went from normal, and then the scene cuts, and he's wearing the same wardrobe, but he's lost 50 pounds.
Oh.
Please go back and watch it.
I mean, I was probably
It's
14
fucking
the last
shocking.
time I watched it.
He was on keto.
The whole thing that got me.
He looks
so
like he
have,
was on chemo.
you, have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Almost Heroes.
You have seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
The
I
best
thought you were
part.
talking about Wagons East. It's like the same fucking
The
thing.
best fucking part of that movie is when he talks about how he played a prank on his cousin, and he gave him pudding, but it wasn't pudding; it was sheep shit. And then he says, "Best part of that story is I don't even have a cousin. It was me. I ate sheep shit." But he fed it to himself, because of the implication.
I love the bagpipes.
Yes.
Higgins, when I said your bagpiping would be a welcome accompaniment on our journey, don't you know any other god?
This episode of the Too Critical Podcast is brought to you by Chris's Clippers. Chris's Clippers, when you absolutely positively have to have someone cut your hedges who has a 4-year college degree. Chris's Clippers. Call us today. If not, go fuck yourself.
I'm Thomas, and that's Rob. Thank you for listening and watching to the Too Critical Podcast. If you don't like the show, go fuck yourself.
Ra-da-da-da-doo.